Yo, it's your boy Marcus and Morrison back with a video. Today we are doing the Road to Diamond for, you might have been able to guess it from that clip, but the Jack 12, right? This is a lot like the AA 12. It's pretty much the same thing. And that clip, it just popped into my mind, right? That's pretty much from the movie Expendables. And if you've seen the Expendables, it's a movie about missionaries, like a bunch of famous actors portraying missionaries. So it's like Jet Li, Sylvester Stallone, Jason Statham. There's a bunch of them. So it's a great movie series. I think there's 3 of them. I really enjoyed them. One of my favorites to just watch for like entertainment, because it's just action packed. It's not necessarily like the greatest set of movies, but with that much action in a movie, you know, it's definitely entertaining. So this gun is very reminiscent of what you just saw in that clip. I mean, you can spray for days with this 25 round drum mag. Now, one of the biggest problems with it is this thing is very weak, right? This shotgun is not strong at all. But if you're up close, it can be very good, right? If you are, you know, I would say 10 meters max, but definitely more like in this range right here, I would say like 5. If you're within 5, you're probably going to one-shot them most of the time with this class setup. Now, there is a fire rounds class setup, like the incendiary flammable bullets, like what you have on the Man of War, like thermite style. Those are really good. They're probably the better option to run, but that doesn't really fit my motive for this video, so that's why I'm not showing you that class setup. Plus, it's just more toxic, and I don't really, you know what I mean? It's not really what I'm going for here. I wanted to, you know, offer a different class setup. This is more like what I would use when I play BR. When I play BR with the Jack 12, I do use this class setup specifically. So when I use it in multiplayer, I really like it for grinding out the 120 games to get it diamond. However, it's not necessarily the best option. You could definitely run the thermite rounds and be much better served. Now, let's get into what it's good at. It's obviously very good at close range. It's very bad at long range. It's a shotgun that shoots shotgun shells. It's not a slug shotgun. The slug rounds just really don't do it for me. So I like to just spray and play and blast this thing all over the place. That's what I like to do with it. Now, I start off 11-0, I believe, and I die right there. I cannot believe, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you, we lose this game. And you'll never see me perform better with the shotgun in ranked. Like, you'll never get a better performance out of me. And the fact that I did as well as I did in this game and we still lost was astounding. And I'll cover that more towards the end of the video when we look at the scoreboard. If you are on my team, I'm not hating you or anything like that. Everybody has bad games, myself included. Come on, dog. Like, come on. This other team was terrible, and you guys were getting farmed, right? So this is one of those games where, like, the skill-based matchmaking is definitely like, holy smokes, what just happened? Like, how did we lose this? I'm over here going crazy with this Jack 12, and I do type in chat quite a few times. I was really getting like look at the scoreboard right now: 3-9, 2-7, 1-4. You know what I mean? I got one teammate like barely positive, and I'm sitting here at 11-2, and we're losing the round. Like, if you ever go 11-2 and lose the first round of a frontline match, your teammates are officially bad, or they just had a bad round or something. But this was crazy. So they start camping hard in this next like when we flip sides here. You know, I get a couple of kills with the Annihilator. We're kind of pinning them back, and then on top of pinning them back, they're not moving. So he's literally reactor coring his spawn building. That's how you know you're camping, right? You should never reactor core your spawn building. You ideally would want to push over to their spawn and reactor core their spawn. But he didn't do that, and this was super annoying. So it did get super campy. I did die quite a few times in the second half because of that. You know what I mean? I got to push in there with the shotgun, but it's hard to get back there because they're literally spawning in, going to a head glitch and pre-aiming, and that's terrible. You know what I mean? That's just, I hate that. So
bro.
with that being covered, overall, I do like the shotgun. It's one of my favorites in COD Mobile. If I had to pick a favorite shotgun in this game, it would probably be the Jack 12. So this is probably my favorite shotgun to use, whether it's MP or BR. Overall, it's just one I really like to, you know, indulge in. Now, it's Not good. I mean, quite frankly, it's just not good. It's been nerfed quite a few times, and a lot of the fully automatic shotguns have, like the Echo, the Striker, and the Jack 12. Whereas they keep buffing and like not nerfing the pumps. So the pumps are really good, like the KRM and the BY-15 and the HSO. So it's just a tough shotgun landscape for a thumbs player. You know what I mean? Because I'm just not very good with the pump shotguns. It's just they no longer pump on their own. You have to pump them yourself. So that's kind of problematic. When they pumped on their own, it was totally fine. I could just push the fire button down and try to keep the aim on them while I pumped it. So you see me, I get over into their spawn again. I get this kill. Of course, he's got martyrdom because people simply... I don't have a word to describe how people are. This guy, I guess he just... I don't know. I had a suppressor on it and he didn't know, or whatever the case was. It just kind of worked out for me. Able to get down here, get another kill. I'm just standing in spawn. Another martyrdom grenade, obviously. It's ridiculous, man. The spam of that grenade and the respawn game modes literally makes me just hate playing them. So here, as you can tell, though, you know, I'm going crazy, right? I'm on a 5 spree in their spawn, pushed up. Where's my team? I got one guy pushed up. Where's the other 3 guys? You know what I mean? As soon as I come out of my spawn, I get hit by a hunter killer again. In the first round that happened to me, I came out of their spawn, went back towards mid, and got hit by a hunter killer immediately. So just a really unfortunate set of events in this game, but it's almost to a close here, and we're still losing. I've got 20 kills with a shotgun. Like, you got to imagine my pain here. But with that being said, you know, we end up just, I don't know. Usually, you know, I would rather just have like a better game and show you all this, where I use the shotgun in a more effective manner. This guy actually pulled his out. He pulls out his Jack 12 with the fire rounds. I don't know why. I don't think I was really irritating him that much, but I mean, maybe I was. You know, I don't even have the fire rounds on it. So I'm actually using the shotgun in the way that you should be using a shotgun, right? Just staying up in close quarters and winning those gunfights. Not every shotgun's like the Argus, where you can literally snipe people cross map. You know what I mean? So I do really enjoy, you know, whipping this bad boy out every once in a while, spraying it like I'm Terry Crews in Expendables, and just having some fun with it. Unfortunately, we lose by 8 kills. So I had 20 of our 52 kills. That means our teammates had 32 between the 4 of them. So that's like 8 kills a person, I believe, if my math's right. And that's pretty terrible, right? That's not great. So look at the scoreboard. I go 20 and 6 with 194 impact. Every teammate is negative. 14 and 15, 7 and 13, 3 and 9, 8 and 17. You know what I mean? That's tough. That's tough. If I could at least get one guy just to do something, or really, what really would have helped if these other teammates just didn't even spawn in. Like, they spawn in and just went AFK and let me run around the map. I could have got 60 kills with a Jack 12 in this game. You know, I might have died 15 plus times, but we would have won. You know what I mean? So I just don't get it. Sometimes I'm better off playing solo in these TDM games and frontline games. It's crazy how that works. Here with the class setup, though, we're going to hop into the Marauder Suppressor, Marksman Barrel, Sleight of Hand, RTC Laser, and the large extended mag. I understand if you want to run the fire rounds, feel free to be that guy. It's not for me. I personally just love spraying this thing. If you're grinding out the games to get it gold, I suggest the big magazine. I do think you'll have more fun with it, even if you like the explosive mag or the slug rounds or the dragon's breath. I just think you're going to have a lot more fun with the extended mag D and just spraying this bad boy everywhere. Great looking gun with the diamond camo, though. I think it looks phenomenal. It's very beautiful. You know, the studs, the diamond studs on it, the suppressor, the drum mag being gold. I mean, it's very clean. Definitely one of the cleaner diamond camos in the game overall. But with that being said, you know, thank you guys for watching. Another road to diamond in the books. Slowly grinding this out. Got a lot of guns to get through. Got the Ram 7 coming out next week. That should be exciting. You'll see that one probably the week after that. So I'm pretty stoked to use that gun a lot. I'm sure it's going to be a solid gun. Hopefully it's pretty good so we can have a new meta. I would much rather that gun just be brokenly overpowered and that just be the new meta. At least we have something other than the USS 9. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications if you want to. It's been your boy Marcus Omorsini. I'm out.